Florence Villeneuve is on set. She's been flicking through the French newspapers for us as ever, focusing on France's military operation in Mali, of course, today, starting with Libération.
That's right. According to Libération, this operation has raised a lot of questions, and they try to answer these questions on this intervention. Now, in their editorial, they say there's no doubt about it. This was a necessary intervention. It was a question of days before Mali was going to become taken over by these Islamist thugs, as they call them. But there are these three main questions that we need to answer. First of all, who are these jihadists who have taken over the north? Second of all, why is the Malian government so unstable and discredited? And most importantly, why did France intervene on its own without its African or Western allies? And Libération says it, La France est seule au front. France is alone on the front line, and it may be acting solo for quite some time, because for now the African troops aren't quite operational, and Western allies have voiced their support, but for now it's little more than lip service. And if you're looking for an answer as to why this is the case, Les Echos offers one explanation, at least with respects to Europe. It says that this war in Mali has underlined Europe's inconsistency on defense issues, because it says that the EU is lagging behind on these events and searching for itself in a way, because there's no clear European defense institution or representative. It says that the EU doesn't speak as one voice when it comes to defense issues. This comes down to individual countries to decide. And so for now, it's out of the question for Europe as an entity to play a role in the fighting. Europe has said that it's going to train Malian soldiers for now.
OK, we have got quite a lot of political unity, though, haven't we, particularly here in France, over this intervention?
That's right, and proof of that is the editorial in Le Figaro today. Le Figaro is a right-leaning newspaper, which is usually very critical of President François Hollande. But in their editorial today, they say that Hollande deserves a round of applause. So this is quite surprising. And they say that by coming to Mali's rescue and stopping it from becoming a sanctuary for terrorism, France is playing the role it should. Hollande's determination deserves to be recognized, according to Le Figaro.
The papers are also focusing on the security threat here in France, aren't they, because of what's happening in Mali?
That's right. Le Monde, Plantu, the cartoonist in Le Monde, has a lighter side of this very serious situation. You see there Hollande flying a plane over Mali, and he's lit the fuse of this Islamist fighter whose face has a bomb. Meanwhile, Le Parisien has a much more serious front page today. It says menace sur la France, so France under threat. So as you were saying, these Islamists have threatened to retaliate and hit France at the heart. You see a photo there of a soldier patrolling at the Eiffel Tower. Now, Le Parisien interviews a man named Marc Trévidic, who's an anti-terrorist judge, quite a specialist on this issue, and he says that the Secret Service is investigating at least 4 cases of French citizens who were planning on leaving France to what they call join their brothers in the fight in Mali. Now, he says there's also a risk of France being attacked at home. Our own country is a potential target, he says. Le Parisien investigates just how French authorities are taking this very seriously. This 4-stage security Plan Vigipirate has been stepped up and reinforced. For now, it's at a red level. It can go all the way to a bright red, a scarlet red level if there's an attack on French soil. So that means that security has been stepped up in public transport and buildings, public buildings in France, especially major monuments, anything that could be a potential target.
OK, and finally, a different story for you now. The debate over the government's plan to legalise gay marriage continues to get an awful lot of attention. That's on the cover of Le Figaro.
That's right. Le Figaro is looking at the people that organised this massive rally against the government's plan to legalise gay marriage in Paris. It says, what are they planning next? And according to Le Figaro, for now, this opposition movement that's led by a comedian named Frigide Barjot, for now, they're recovering from what Le Figaro calls this major success. It says they were celebrating after this massive rally in Paris on Sunday. Now, it's unclear exactly what they're going to do now. They want to meet with President François Hollande. It's unclear whether that meeting will take place. The only thing that's sure is that this opposition movement is very determined. They're going to continue. According to Frigide Barjot, this is just the beginning. She says every day is a demonstration against gay marriage.
Florence Villeneuve with the latest on Frigide Barjot there. Thanks very much on the French press review today here on France 24. Stay with us if you can.